Aloha Kauai. This is your weekly County of Kauai briefing for Monday, November 15th. I'm Kauai Emergency Management Agency Administrator Elton Ushio. Kauai's case counts are now the highest per capita in the state and have risen over the past 2 weeks. It is critically important now for all of us to wear masks indoors, maintain physical distance, and avoid crowds. If you feel sick, please do not go to work or school. The State Department of Health is warning Kauai residents about an imminent health threat posed by a large cluster of COVID-19 cases at the King's Chapel in Na'awiliwili. King's Chapel congregates are encouraged to participate in virtual services and avoid in-person church activities until the cluster is contained. Anyone who attended events hosted by King's Chapel Na'awiliwili on or after October 31st are encouraged to get tested for COVID-19. A list of free testing locations is posted at the kauai.gov/COVID test site. For more, we turn to Kauai District Health Officer Dr. Janet Berriman.
Thanks, Elton. The cluster at King's Chapel has increased from 16 cases when first detected a week ago to 36 COVID-19 cases as of Friday, including 4 secondary cases in household contacts. More cases are expected to be identified as the investigation and testing continue. Those infected range from under 2 years of age to over 60 years of age. This spread indicates transmission beyond the immediate King's Chapel community. The Department of Health discloses cluster locations only when there's an imminent risk to public health, and this disclosure is warranted to prevent further transmission of the disease. Anyone who feels ill should be tested. Anyone who attended a King's Chapel function in Na'awiliwili on or after October 31st or believes they may have been exposed should get tested. Exposures occurred at church services, youth groups, and the trunk-or-treat Halloween event. Those who attended services or youth group activities are at higher risk than those who participated only in the drive-through trunk-or-treat event. Closely monitor yourself for symptoms, including fever, cough, runny nose, sore throat, or loss of taste or smell. If symptoms develop, please self-quarantine and seek medical consultation. We will work with anyone who tests positive to minimize their risk of exposing others, and we will assist with accessing care, including monoclonal antibody treatment, to decrease severity of illness. Early treatment with monoclonal antibody is particularly effective and important for those who are not vaccinated. Now for our daily case count and clusters, we turn to Kauai Deputy District Health Officer Lauren Guest.
Thanks, Dr. Berriman. In addition to the Place of Worship cluster, the Kauai District Health Office is monitoring clusters at 4 other occupational settings and 1 social gathering. Case counts on Kauai have risen over the past 2 weeks, and we now have the highest rate of COVID in the state based on population. Over the past week, our average daily case count was 17 cases per day. Today, we are reporting 15 new cases of COVID-19, all residents. 5 are children and 10 are adults. 1 of the cases is related to mainland travel, and the remaining 14 cases are considered community-acquired. Today's cases bring the number of active cases to 129, with 11 hospitalized and 2,966 cumulative cases. We strongly encourage parents of children aged 5 and older who are not yet vaccinated to consider getting them vaccinated before the holidays. If you start this week, your child can be fully vaccinated in time for Christmas. Hundreds of Kauai keiki have already received their first dose of the Pfizer pediatric vaccine. The vaccine protects your child and reduces the likelihood they'll transmit the virus to family and friends. It's free and it's available at clinics around the island this week. Minors must be accompanied by a parent or guardian. This week, the Department of Health's Kauai District Health Office is launching neighborhood center clinics at several locations island-wide to improve access for parents of young children. These clinics will be open to children ages 5 to 11 only. No appointments are needed. We will be at the Kalaheo Neighborhood Center this Wednesday from 4 to 6 p.m. and the Hanapepe Neighborhood Center this Friday, November 19th, also from 4 to 6. On Saturday, we'll be at the Hanalei Neighborhood Center from 10 a.m. to noon and the Kilauea Neighborhood Center from 2 to 4 p.m. Next Monday, November 22nd, we will be at the Kauai Neighborhood Center from 4 to 6 p.m. You can also bring your child to one of the other pediatric clinics on Kauai. Wilcox Medical Center's clinic for ages 5 to 11 is open Tuesdays from 5 to 7 p.m. Appointments are required. Visit wilcoxhealth.org/vaccine. On the west side, Kauai Veterans Memorial Hospital's clinic is open for ages 5 to 11 this Wednesday, November 17th from 2 to 5 p.m. No appointments are needed at KVMH. It is walk-in only. They'll be closed next week for Thanksgiving and open again on December 1st. The team from Ho'olalahui will hold pop-up clinics this Saturday, November 20th from 9 to 11 a.m. at both the Kekaha Neighborhood Center and at Isenberg Park in Lahui. No appointments are needed. You can also schedule an appointment for your keiki at the Kaiser Permanente Lahui Clinic weekdays during business hours by visiting kp.org or at the Longs Lahui location in Kukui Grove 7 days a week at cvs.com/vaccine. A full list of locations and links is posted at kauai.gov/vaccine.
Thanks, Lauren. Everyone, please, if you feel sick, please don't go to work or school. Get a free test. Don't be the person who gets everyone infected. Many of our clusters are started by one individual who has symptoms but still shows up to work or attends a gathering. Then everyone else must get tested and quarantined, or worse, they get sick. Don't be that guy. For a free test, walk in to the convention hall weekdays from 8:30 to 3:30. Lihui Pharmacy is open for free tests 7 days a week from 9 to 5. Or come to our mobile testing van in Kekaha on Wednesdays, Kilauea on Thursdays, Kalaheo on Fridays, Hanalei on Saturdays, or Kapa'a on Sundays. It's open from 9 to 1 each day. No appointments are needed, and the tests are free. For a full list of testing locations, visit kauai.gov/COVID test. Last week, the State Department of Health released a report on vaccine breakthrough cases. The data showed that COVID-19 vaccines provide excellent protection against hospitalization and death. For more, let's bring back Dr. Berman for Ask Dr. B.
Thanks, Elton. A lot of people understandably have questions about breakthrough infections. We call it a vaccine breakthrough infection when a fully vaccinated person tests positive for SARS-CoV-2, the virus that causes COVID-19. One of the most important things vaccines do is protect people from dying of COVID-19. Hawaii data on deaths that occurred from January through September of this year found that the rate of deaths in vaccinated people under age 60 was 36 times less than in unvaccinated people. For those 60 and older, the risk of dying from COVID-19 was 9 times lower in fully vaccinated people. At all ages, vaccination provides excellent protection from death. The analysis also examined the effect of the Delta variant on vaccine efficacy. While the frequency of breakthrough hospitalizations and deaths increased during the Delta variant period, breakthrough events remained uncommon compared to the total number of hospitalizations and deaths. Getting vaccinated is like wearing a seatbelt. It doesn't prevent every injury, but wearing a seatbelt makes it much less likely that you'll die if you get into an accident. The vaccines work. They are safe and effective. More than 1 million Hawaii residents statewide have now been fully vaccinated against COVID-19. Breakthrough infections do happen. No vaccine is 100% effective. But this local data mirrors national studies that show vaccinated people are well protected against COVID-19. As a parent and a doctor, I strongly encourage all Hawaii residents 5 and older to protect themselves and their families through vaccination.
Thanks, Dr. B. We are all concerned that case counts are now going up again here on Kauai. Why do you think that is, and what needs to be done?
Yes, cases are high. Kauai has had the highest rate in the state for a couple of weeks now. Most cases are in residents and are the result of widespread community transmission, including transmission within households and to close contacts. Our vaccination rate also lags behind the rest of the state. Although we led the state in vaccination rates early this year, we have plateaued at a lower level. This makes us more vulnerable to disease spread and surges. With the holidays coming and more gatherings and more travel, we should all be concerned about a continuing increase. The first and strongest layer of protection is vaccination. There are additional layers of protection we should all continue to use. Of course, wearing a mask indoors except at home and avoiding large gatherings, especially indoors, are important precautions. Testing also helps limit disease spread. We're fortunate on Kauai that testing is readily available island-wide. I encourage residents to get tested at the first sign of feeling sick, or if they've been around someone who is sick, or if they just think they might have been exposed. Being tested can provide peace of mind if it's negative, and allow you to protect others if it's positive.
Thanks, Dr. B. Free testing is available at the Convention Hall, Lihue Pharmacy, and our mobile clinics. A full list of free testing locations is posted at kauai.gov/COVID test. Adults and children 12 and up who are ready to start their vaccinations or want a booster can come to one of our free mobile clinics this week. The Wilcox Hawaii Health System's mobile van will be at the Anahola Marketplace this Thursday, November 18th, the Kekaha Neighborhood Center on Friday, and Hanalei Neighborhood Center on Saturday from noon to 3 each day. All 3 vaccines are available and no appointments are needed. The Pfizer vaccine for ages 12 and up is also available at Long's Lihue, Safeway Lihue, Kaiser, and hospital clinics. The Moderna vaccine for adults 18 and older is available at Safeway Kapa'a, Long's Koloa and Kapa'a, Walmart, Costco, Kaiser, and Lihue Pharmacy. For a full list of locations where you can get a vaccine for ages 5 and up, 7 days a week, visit kauai.gov/vaccine. Remember everyone, if you travel, please get tested 3 to 5 days after you return. If you gather, stay outdoors, wear a mask when around others. Stay home when sick, and get vaccinated if you can. Mahalo, Kauai.